With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trucks over. They'll go underneath here to Elliott. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. It's hidden yards that may not go in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will take over
at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So that one will be accepted. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, they throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And that'll be incomplete.
The pass.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going left side, it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left side, he's got a man. That's Cox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
48 for Mike.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted by the
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now a second down and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Patriots 7, Ravens nothing.
Mike, 53. 53. Let's go.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And Andrews lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got him jerked off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on, dude.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Alvin Kamara, the ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The
Let me go ahead and show my age a
no
little
good
bit.
on the fake extra
I
point.
liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great.
from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
D.D.
You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Alvin Kamara, the ball
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
45-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
First down, New England.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
On the ground, Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready, ready. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the pickup. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Check 53's Mike. Know your job. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's a game
as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Patriots 28-yard line.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Watch the edge. Check 37. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Ravens,
so not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken.
1-yard gain.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
19 Tiger. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these teams.
And the ball is knocked out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Patriot 1st down.
Staying on the ground on the first with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And if y'all feel fortunate about that, if they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
He was able to get one early in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started, at least come away with 3 points.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Watch the roll, watch the rack. 60.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays, one of the better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Defense, let's go. Switch it, go.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he's eating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
For another Baltimore.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Yay on for the
From
point.
3 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
It is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th to try to grab that lead back. Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
At the 31.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
4 yards.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6. At the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. But instead, they get more breathing room.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Alvin Kamara,
it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do this. It's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. As they get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game.
1-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's second and 10.
Here we go. Under tempo, 80.
Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's fourth down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
48 Mike.
They'll look to throw. Taking the error out, incomplete. It's Andrews. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Result of the play.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Let's go.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for New England, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis.